Welcome once again. Today I want to share with you a circle cutting jig that I made when I had to make a cupcake rack. Now if you look down the center, all it is, it's a piece of plywood with a line through the middle of it. And that's where I put all my pivot marks, or pivot points. And on the bottom, there's a cleat that I put on there. Now that runs in the track right here on my bandsaw. It runs in that track. On the back of the bandsaw, there's a stop block. I saw that on YouTube yesterday, so I took the time out to make it. And what that does, it helped me not to cut beyond the mark. Not to cut beyond the mark, and there it just stopped right there. Now what I used for my pivot point is just a nail that I cut. Just a nail I cut. And that nail goes in one of those holes. And that's a pivot point. The way it works, my blank has a hole in the center of it, and I put it on here. Those are my dogs barking at a taxi passing by. But this is how it works. Turn it on. Let me get that up some more so that you might be able to see what's taking place. Perfect circle every time. And there we have perfect circle every time. The other jig I would like to share with you is a spline cutting jig. My spline cutting jig works like this. Here, all it is a piece of wood, a piece of plywood, 45-degree mark right here, 45-degree line, and then I run it through my table saw to trim the bottom flush, and then the saw blade runs right there, and this is how it works. I put my picture frame, because when I make picture frames, sometimes they just break on me because the glue is not strong enough to hold it together. So what I do, I put it in this jig right here, and I push it through, and the blade pass through there, passes over the blade make the cut, and then I cut a spline and I put it in there, and there's the spline right there. That spline right there, if the picture frame falls, then it won't fall apart on you. I love these jigs because they make life easier. And thanks to all the guys who share with me on YouTube all these wonderful jigs that I can just make in my shop and make my work easier.